everyone, and welcome to today's video. My name is Kenzie. If you did not know that, now you know. And you guys, today I have a super exciting video because we are continuing on with our historical makeup series on the channel. I'm so excited. This one's actually going to be quite a bit different because we're going to be doing the Etruscan makeup today. That is right, you guys, and I have to give full props to my boyfriend Raph, aka Metatron, for this video because he is really the brains behind all of this. I know literally nothing. I honestly didn't even know the Etruscans existed until he told me, so yeah, any historical people, I really do apologize for not knowing that. So he told me about them and really gave me kind of like a crash course on Etruscan men and women, and I thought it was amazing. It was stunning. They were beautiful. I just thought the entire history around them was so great. So he came up with the idea to do Etruscan makeup, so I was like, heck yeah, let's do that. And he also really did all of the research when it comes to this video. There is a article that he did link me to that I will have down in the description for you guys to read. It is where I got all of my, the majority of my information here. Here is the website right here. And then the article itself, this one right here. So I'll also have it listed in the description if you want to check that out. But let's get into it. Let's jump on it. I don't want to talk for any longer. And if you're new to this channel, then hello. I'm so happy to have you. Don't forget you can click the subscribe button to become part of this weird, awesome, amazing family. And I'll have my Instagram linked right up here and in the description if you would like to give me a follow and check me out over on Instagram. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my Instagram because I'm so obsessed with it. I just love everything about it. So if you do give me a follow over there, thank you so much in advance and I really appreciate it. But let's jump in and get started. I cannot wait. Etruscan makeup. So we're gonna do a little bit of history here first because I thought it was so intriguing because the Etruscan women, especially men and women though, but especially Etruscan women, they were actually really advanced when it comes to their makeup skills and just their beauty knowledge in general. Like the appearance of an Etruscan woman was actually not only her prerogative, but Etruscan men and women would actually spend a lot of time on their bodies, whether it be doing sports. They wanted to look good. They even went to places that we would consider nowadays as salons. So I will say, besides the Egyptians, because I do feel like they had some similar makeup styles, and you will see when I do my makeup, there are some similarities, but I feel like the Etruscans were actually the most advanced when it comes to makeup. Now that is just a personal opinion. That part's not historically accurate, but just from what I read, they had pretty much everything. They even had foundation. They had, blush. They did their eyes, lips. I know a lot of civilizations did that, but I just feel like this one had a little more know-how, if you will, when it comes to that. So super cool. And based on Greek and Roman writings, scholars have hypothesized that they even dyed their hair. It probably would have been out of a solution that's a combination of ash and water called lascivia. The Etruscans were also undisputed master perfumers and master cosmetologists. That's what I said. I knew there was, I knew that I had written something in here when I was talking about their advancedness when it comes to makeup. They actually do say it. They're master cosmetologists, which is really cool. The cosmetics they would produce would be like oils and ointments, while makeup products were imported mostly from Asia, Egypt, and parts of Greece. Talking about body oils and ointments, not only did men use body oils and ointments after and before sports, they also had a special tool that's called a striggle, and that would help them get off the excess if there was too much. Women too used ointments for the body, hair, and face, and they had special scented ones for special occasions like weddings. And it was not uncommon to have different types of oil used at once, but it was all for different parts of the body. So you would have one for your arms, one for your legs, and so on. So yeah, it's really cool. A little bit of history there for you, and I love the Etruscans already. They are just such pioneers when it comes to makeup. I just feel like they had it together, Now we're gonna move on to le makeup. As for the art of makeup in Etruscan time, it was characterized by bright red lips, bright eyeshadows, and black eyeliner, all accompanied by perfect skin thanks to creams and preparations similar to modern foundations. Speaking of foundation, I am going to go ahead and apply that now. Now, one thing that I will say, I did try to find evidence to support this, but I could not find it, and I asked Raph about it, and he couldn't find it either. But I didn't know if the Etruscans were during a time period where people used more white based foundations and they wanted their skin to look really white. I wasn't 100% sure on that, but I didn't find any notation around that, so I didn't want to just do it and it be completely wrong. But I will say it was most likely made up of clay colored saturated ochre soil and talc mixed with a little bit of calendula. Hope I'm saying that right. Calendula infused oil to obtain a kind of like luminous effect. So they were using dewy makeup, dewy skin makeup. That's why I kind of have this. This is not super dewy, but it does kind of give you like a luminous finish, so that's why I chose this one. But as I was saying, I wasn't entirely sure if they had foundations to kind of match their skin tone or if they wanted their foundations to be primarily pretty white. So I wasn't entirely sure, so I just decided to go ahead and choose one that matched my skin tone a little bit better, just because I didn't want to use a really light color and then it be completely wrong, because I want to show this culture respect and I want to be as correct as I possibly can be. So I didn't want to just be completely wrong and just take a step without knowing the facts first. Now, they didn't use any kind of primer to my knowledge, so this right here is just foundation, no primer. I'm sorry, you can still see my lipstick from yesterday. I was trying out a different lipstick color and it just stains my lips. I love the color though. I'm still gonna wear it, but it does stain my lips quite badly. Okay, and that is it for the foundation. Now we're gonna move over to eyeshadow. Now, eyeshadows were colored powders mixed with fatty substances, so most likely like an animal fat or like a vegetable protein, to which mineral or vegetable dyes were added. It seemed like the most popular colors were kind of like an ash pink color that came from rose petals and yellow that came from saffron. So we are actually going to be doing a yellow eye look today, because I did a green eyeshadow look in my Egyptian makeup. If you haven't seen that, I'll have it linked right up here. But the Egyptian makeup is great, and I'm going to be doing a yellow makeup today because I haven't done that yet and it'll be really fun. I'm using the Colourpop It's All Good palette, and we're going to be using this beautiful yellow right here that is called Sunbelt. So we're gonna do that and I'm super excited. Now, they didn't use any kind of primer on the eyes, so I'm not going to use that. I'm just gonna put it directly on my lids, just because I don't want to do things that they didn't do. So we're gonna skip primer for the eyes. And just so you guys know, I wanna show you a picture that I found on that website as well. And this is actually, I'm gonna be following this. This is just so beautiful and I just can't get over it. Here's the picture that I found on that website, and this girl is actually wearing green eyeshadow, but it does say in the article that yellow is used as well, but the green color comes from crushed malachite, so it was very popular as well. But the only reason I'm using the yellow is because I did a green makeup look with the Egyptian, so I didn't want to do two green looks for you. But I am going to be following this, kind of like mapping out the shadow placement so we can do the eyeliner later. Now, one thing I really do like when it comes to a lot of these older makeup looks, gosh, this yellow is so good, but I love how they use such contrasting colors. You know how most of the time nowadays you'll normally see like a brown smoky eye, a gray smoky eye. Like, no, they're going in with green eyeshadow and red lips. Like, hello? So I noticed on here that the eyeshadow is actually dragged into the nose bridge just a little bit, like down here. So I am going to do that as well. On here it is, on this picture it is green, but I'm just using the same thing with yellow. And then I think it actually is winged out just a tiny bit on the outer corner right here. So I will need to get a smaller brush for that. And I think this kind of maps out as well where the liner it kind of ends. And there we go, that's the basic eyeshadow look. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side really quick. Alright, you guys, here are the eyes. I really like these. I never would have thought to do just like a one and done yellow eye look like this, but it's really striking and it looks really pretty. And next up we have the eyeliner. Now, eyeliner of course was used with charcoal, and it was also put in the brows as well. So we're going to be doing the kind of the same thing that we did with the Egyptian makeup tutorial and kind of putting the eyeliner in our brows. Because I don't have actual charcoal, but I do have the pencil end of an eyebrow liner, so we can use this, and I'll put this in my eyebrows and we're gonna line the eyes kind of interestingly, because I know that the Egyptians were very intricate when it comes to the eyes. We are still going to be slightly intricate, but it's going to be a little bit subdued, so I'll show you. First thing we're going to do, I'm going to go underneath my eye. And you know where that little swoop with our eyeshadow is? We're actually going to bring that up to meet it, not exactly, but almost. So like right here. Just like that. And then we're gonna do the top lid, and we're gonna meet that little line on the top lid. There we go. That is our eyeliner. I'm actually going to go down here just a little bit, and I'm going to fill in the waterline just to make sure there's not too much skin showing. And there we go. There's our eyeliner. Love it. And I'm going to do the other eye really quick, and then we'll come back and we'll do the brows. Alright, those are the eyes, and now we're going to fill in the eyebrows. Now, referring back to this picture, it really just looks like two lines. It doesn't look like there's any kind of arch or any kind of like specialness to the eyebrows, so I am just going to fill these in pretty thinly. And there we go, there are our eyebrows. I apologize if the eyebrows are a little sparkly. I ran out of the black liner on this side. Oh. That's my pen side. I ran out of the pencil liner, so I had to get another one right here, and this one has like sparkles in it. So now, as for blush, this picture right here does in fact show her wearing blush, but I actually couldn't find a lot of source on the blush. On that article that I talked to you guys about, that one really didn't go over a blush very well, but I am going to go ahead and still apply it because I do see this picture right here and it's very obvious that she's wearing blush. So I am going to go ahead and apply it, and I'm going to do something kind of similar. Hers is kind of like a peachy, corally blush, so I'm going to go into this one right here. This is from the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism blush palette, and it looks like it was done in a literal circle, so there wasn't any kind of like swiping. It was done in a circle, so that is what I'm going to do. And there we go. Very prominent. And I don't see any on her forehead or on her chin, so I'm just going to stick to this right here. And now we're going to move on to the final step, the piece de resistance. This is the red lips. Now, bright red lips were sometimes created by a powder called Milton, and other times it was mulberry extract. So I am going to apply this here. Now, on the photo, it doesn't look like anything's like overlined or underlined, so I will just stay within my natural lip line. I'm not going to overline my lips. Oh, and this is the Dose of Colors Date Night red lipstick. And there we go, you guys. This is it. This is the Etruscan woman makeup. I'm obsessed with this. Like, honestly, I really, really like it. Of course, it is completely different to how we do our makeup now, of course, but there's still such a beauty to this, I think. I think it looks so nice. Really, really pretty. I love the yellow on the eyes. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I would do this normally right now, but of course you would still incorporate some yellows. I have done yellow eyes before, but maybe not to this degree, but I just think the end product is beautiful and stunning, and I totally understand how the Etruscans did their makeup when it comes to them being so like advanced when it comes to that. Like, they knew so much about makeup for, especially, I'm gonna say, for their time period. I mean to say, like, I think this is the first time I've used foundation in one of these videos. Like, they had foundation. Like, it's really cool. I don't know. I'm really into it. So this is the Etruscan makeup, and I love it to bits. But I really hope that you did enjoy this video. And babe, thank you, Raph, aka Metatron. Thank you so much for helping me with the research of this video. Like, legit, thank you for doing the research. just because I didn't know where to start, and I really appreciate it. And keep an eye out because Raph is going to be doing a Etruscan type video here in the future, so I'm super excited about that. But yeah, you guys, I really hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, then go ahead and click up the like button for me and then subscribe if you want to. If you want to see the videos that I post and when I post them, click the little bell down at the bottom there. Again, my name is Kenzie. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!